Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. This is your SocialNeffy back with another episode for the new week. So let's go ahead and get started. Joe Biden is officially the president-elect. Congratulations, Joe Biden. And of course, a big congratulations to our very first female VP of the United States, Kamala Harris. Now, although a lot of us are happy, although a lot of us are not so happy, I think it's important to recognize that it is okay to still not be particularly happy about having Joe Biden, right? Because there's a lot of us, especially in the African-American Black community, who didn't necessarily want Biden either. You know, you had to pick the better of the two, lesser equals, whatever. And it was pretty much no different than when it was Trump and Hillary, right? It was like, okay, this person isn't necessarily a good fit, but he darn sure isn't a good fit. So, and I have to get him out. So there's that. And even what you may or may not feel about Kamala, but you're excited and you're enthralled about the fact that, OMG, for the very first time ever, there is a young lady who looks like us in this position. Wow, what an amazing, trailblazing thing to be a part of, right? So I just wanted to say that. So, because even myself, I can kind of see all those different sides. So I just want to acknowledge that. So if that's you, just know it's okay to feel that way. For real, for real. You feel me? Moving right along. Ooh. Some not so happy stuff today. Some not so happy stuff. R.I.P. to Alex Trebek, Jeopardy show host for 37 years. Before his passing, they were fortunate enough to have recorded enough episodes to last us a little bit before Christmas. I think Christmas Day, they said Christmas Day, they will be unveiling his very last episode. And some people wanted to get a new host. And then there are people like myself and Winnie Williams who said no, let's just leave it alone. Now, honestly, if they do want someone else, my personal bid was Anderson Cooper. If not, maybe even, his bestie, Andy Cohen, just someone that's more lively and fun. Even though Alex Trebek is spectacular at what he did, he was more of that smart, serious, witty, funny type of guy, as opposed to just more lighthearted funny, like in your face type of funny. So I don't know. That was just mine. Now my number one pick would be Anderson Cooper. So in the event, but my personal choice is just to leave it alone. Just don't even bother. Don't even bother. Yes. Last but not least, I gotta talk about the drama with the Bees. Okay, well technically it's not really his drama, but you gotta add that in there to build up the suspense. But his pastor, in fact, Carl Lentz, who is the pastor over a church entitled Hillsong Church in California, child, you done got ugly over there. So for those who don't know, Hillsong is a really, really big church. There's several prominent figures that go there, including Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, which is his ex. So I imagine they went to church together. That's a little awkward. But anyway, and also Kourtney Kardashian and some of the other Jenners all attend that church, amongst other people as well. So Carl, who is a mentor to Justin Bieber, he baptized Justin Bieber. Bieber was actually staying at his house at one point for 3 months, a month, not very, very long, with his wife and 3 kids as he was trying to figure out his life and was trying to find himself and was going through all that crap before he officially found religion. And Carl, of course, was a big part of that. So they were very, very close. So that's kind of how Justin isn't tied with this. He didn't just go to the church, just to make it clear. Just to make it clear. But going back to Carl and his family, his beautiful family, wife and 3 kids right here, church done fired him. Church done fired him. They were not going for it. It was like, nope. Why? Because it has come out via him, not the church. The church didn't say anything. The church was very vague in what happened. Via Carl, that he was unfaithful in his marriage. It has been reported that, how when you have an iPhone and a MacBook, your text message automatically sync if that person also has an iPhone that you're texting. So that Mac that I'm talking about that was connected to the pastor Carl Lentz's iPhone was the MacBook at the church. in which I guess his wife was in there one day doing work, minding her own business, and saw all the texts. I guess she texted him, and all the texts came up with the mistress, of course. And since, like I said, Carl has released a statement saying that he was unfaithful and he's trying to rebuild trust within his family and his, his family and his congregation. So that's where he is at. But the mistress, on the other hand, the mistress child is like, let's keep it 100. Let's let it be known what really happened. This one, no fling, she says. She says that they told each other that they loved each other. They were in love. She says that Carl told her that God sent him to her. Carl, it's a little messy. So, Carl has yet to respond. We don't really know the status of Carl and his wife at the moment, but I gotta tell you, I have a problem with churches putting too much pressure on their pastors or anybody in leadership, because then it kind of poses the question, well, if this person was an elder or a deacon, would you have done the same thing? If this person was just a regular member, would you have done the same thing? Are we not all equal in God's eyes? Like, why does the pastor have to be held to such a high accord and no one else does? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I completely get it. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, well, duh, Neffy, he's the pastor. But it still is like, he's not God. He's not perfect. He never said he was. What he did openly say is that he was someone who was probably chosen to preach the gospel, not to tell you what to do, what not to do, that he's perfect, that he knows all the answers, that and he'll never sin. We wish you the best, Carl. Hopefully you're able to work all that out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up into all of the. I hate whatever for the other young lady involved and her in dealings and feeling like you pretty much done tried it, but trying to make her seem like just a little, side chick. Talking about she was hurt by the Instagram post. I have y'all know. This has been your favorite socialite, Neffy. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And I will see y'all later. Have a good one.